Christopher Cote is here to tell us more about Jonathan and this event in his honor. Good morning. Nice to have you here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I did not realize you and Jonathan were so close in age.
Yes, less than a year apart.
And this has had to be very, very difficult for you and your family.
Very for all our family and friends, but one of the few things that helps is being able to organize this motorcycle ride in his memory.
And it is their 6th annual, and I'm very, very proud to say, with the help of Western New York, it gets bigger and better every year.
Yes, it does. We're very proud to have our local community support such a great cause. We have over 150 motorcycles that participate every year, which is escorted by the New York State Troopers and local motorcycle police.
And the money that you raise goes to, in part, Williamsville East High School. That's where you both went to high school?
Williamsville North High School.
Williamsville North.
Yep.
I'm sorry
That's
about
okay.
that.
Yeah, Williamsville North High School. There's a tree in memory of John and a plaque in front. We start there so people can see the tree and plaque, and that's where the scholarship's given every year. So we start there.
That's wonderful. So the kids in that school will always understand that there's a hero.
We hope that they remember John and that John helps them with their education in the future. So.
Tell us where else the money goes. I know that's pretty special too.
Yeah, when we first started out, it was a small amount, and I was worried we'd have trouble every year. But because it's the 6th year, we've done very well because of our local community, and we are able to raise a scholarship from $500 to $1,000, and then we were able to donate $5,500 to Western New York Heroes.
And tell us about that group. How does that group use the money?
They support our local military heroes who come home. They need help with paying the bills or support. I mean, they're just a wonderful organization that reaches out to our local military, and I'm thankful for them in this community that we can support them as well.
And you know, I do also want to mention that there's a book that illustrates what happened to Jonathan, and if we can put up the cover of the book, you can read about John's story, Big Boy Rules, American Mercenaries Fighting in Iraq, and of course you can get this at your local bookstore, you can get this online, and it really illustrates about so many people who went over to help protect our military while they're trying to do their job. You're holding a t-shirt, I'm holding some pins because I know that you welcome every single rider, and there's some wonderful ways that folks out there can help and make some of that money.
Yeah, we try and come up with a new design every year, try and get John's face on the front, and just something to remind them, participants, that they participated in the ride. And then on the back, we put the Western New York Heroes logo, and we're very proud to help support them. And then on the sleeve usually is John's name, and just a reminder.
There it is.
Hope, love, and freedom.
Chris, tell us a little bit about your brother. What was he like?
He was probably the nicest kid you'd ever meet. I don't know anyone who didn't meet him or who met him who didn't like him. He would have gave you the shirt off his back. He hated to see anyone else suffer. He was right there to help them. He just he really connected with people, especially those at a disadvantage. He always wanted to help them. So.
And just think, he already had served his tour over in Iraq and went back to help protect other Americans.
Yeah, he did 2 tours. He did one in Afghanistan and one in Iraq. So those are pretty tough tours to go through. And he missed helping people. So
we're going to help now his memory, and I think it's a wonderful thing. You were telling me about how many people are starting to come out to this every year, and when you see that line of motorcycles riding, it's just a wonderful tribute to your brother.
It is. It really chokes me up when I'm riding and I get to look back and I see how many motorcyclists from our community show up and support John's memory, which then supports our local West New York Heroes and the scholarship at Williamsville North.
And I want to show these pins because, you know, even if you don't ride a motorcycle, you can still come and be a part of this event. For anybody who doesn't have a motorcycle and you want to come out, you can go to De La Casa at 2:30.
Yes.
Because the party continues on, right?
It's wonderful to show up and to see all the motorcycles pull in. It's just, you know, takes your breath away to see those motorcycles pull in and everyone show up, and then we just have a great big party in memory of John and try and raise money for Western New York Heroes.
Chris, how many motorcyclists do you think you had last year?
About 150.
That's a lot of people on the road.
It is, it is, and it's quite a sight to see. We hope that, you know, unfortunately it's an inconvenience for some people on the roadway, but we hope that they understand what the ride is for. So.
And, you know, we want people to know that this is going to be on August 17th.
Yes.
And what time would you like people there to get ready to ride? What time to register and things like that?
We're going to be at Williamsville North. The registration starts at 11 a.m., so that's what we're going to do.
That's great.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this party will go on well into the afternoon. And do I understand even more of John's relatives will be performing?
Yeah, Yes, actually, his cousins, the Monbray Brothers Band. They are an excellent band. We're very proud to have them. So they're donating their time and their talent, and we're very appreciative of it.
And I know there's some raffles, and there's, of course, the live music, and there's refreshments, and there's so much to talk about with probably other veterans who I'm sure come and support this.
Yes, they do. So it starts at 11, sign-in ends at 12:30, and then there's going to be an informational meeting. And then at 1 o'clock, we leave the school on a escorted ride for about an hour and a half, and we end up at De La Casa. It's a beautiful ride along the river and throughout the areas of beautiful Buffalo.
That's great.
So at the end, we all exchange stories, talk about John, and just have a great time and remember. So
it's a wonderful tribute.
Thank you very much.
And it's going on again. Everybody, this is the 6th annual. We have such a strong motorcycle community here, but everybody is invited. Let's give you some information because this is happening on August 17th. It's not too soon to get in touch. All right? So all you have to do is log on to freecote.com and you'll get all the information about this event, and we certainly encourage you to go. Jonathan Cote Memorial Motorcycle Ride and Fundraiser. Again, Sunday, August 17th.